Images are powerful things. For example, this is a cat, this is a cat. This is a cat, these are cats, and this is a cat. They all teach us something about the essence of being a cat. So as I've been building my Korean language learning tool using communication software, I've kept in mind how the images can help me learn. I can use established color coding methods like green for verbs, or the purple for questions, tied with symbols like the calendar for where or the shrug for why. Some actions like eat look very straightforward, but things like the ita verb or the duida verb are harder. So for the more abstract concepts, I've used my own associations like exist with a unicorn or become with a butterfly. Verbs in Korean are especially tricky because so much meaning is placed in the conjugation of the verb. How do you capture that in a symbol to help you remember it? And what even verb conjugations do you prioritize? I think I've made this clear. It's a work in progress because I'm honestly still learning what half of these terms mean. And I know there's at least over 400 possible conjugations of each of these verbs. But to make this Korean language learning tool usable to help me learn Korean and maybe help others learn Korean, I really need to nail down that verb template. So that's going to be my focus for the next few weeks, really trying to get the visuals and the choices in terms of verbs that I pick so I can make this the tool I want it to be. So I needed to consult a friend. I have a beautiful friend named Katie, and she is also a speech language pathologist and a Korean food lover. So we went to my favorite local Korean restaurant.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I got a sizzling bowl of delicious bibimbap. And I showed her the tool.
Does that mean like good? You're yummy?
That's like, I like it. You're older than me, so you can use that one with me. Hey.
But it's thumbs down.
Oops. I think my symbols are off.
Among other things we discussed, we talked about how I can demonstrate formality with the symbols, and she suggested traditional close. And I realized that the K-Influencer Academy, which is a content creation mentorship program as an outreach by the Korean government, actually has this adorable little owl who kind of teaches the K-influencers about Korean culture. And the little owl did a series on hanbok, and I was able to get some images. I look so cute in the little lucky bag. It looks so fancy, this little owl, and I thought, perfect. I can add it to a symbol to represent past with some formality. Now I need to add the visual with the K-influencer owl and the little clock and the Hangul letters that represent the past to where the past tense higher formality word is on all the verbs on my tool. I'll have to do this individually for every verb I've added to my page because I wanted to create some verbs while I introduced this, but I've actually been slow adding verbs for this very reason because I knew it'd be labor intensive to go through 100 verbs and add images as I created them. So here it is. It appears differently in the app versus the browser. So here it is in the app. When you press it, it puts the little picture in the speech bar, and I've added it to a few verbs. So you see it each time and you're reminded, oh, that's the verb that goes with this. So I'm getting closer to my goal of having 500 to 1,000 of the most common Korean words on this and be able to remind myself of the grammar rules with visuals. And so today was one little tiny step with this cute little owl and this cute little symbol. And I think I'm going to build on this concept and I'll report back on how the visual is going to help me remember a grammar lesson. And I finished out my ladies' lunch in the way any speech therapist would by practicing a language.
6,782.
7 100 82 6782
Nice.